So let's go to part 2 of Banff National Park. We're first going to cover the prestigious Moraine Lake, and then hang around Lake Louise area to do some hiking, and then finally the Lake Louise gondola. A bit of info on parking. During the busy season, you won't be able to park at the parking lot during the day. You would have to park around Lake Louise area and then take a shuttle. If I remember correctly, I believe it was around 8 to 4, but don't quote me on that. So try to get there around sunrise or sunset. Yeah, I know, I'm a slowpoke. And here we go, the most photographed lake in the world. The lake gets its color from the sediments and silt carried by the glaciers. The color ranges from blue, green to turquoise color. The color radiates more brightly with the bright sunshine. But for me, I want less harsh sunlight and less wind for the reflection, which means, you're right, sunset or sunrise. Huh, that's a risky place to put my tripod. Eesh, what the heck was I thinking? Now, you're supposed to stay on the designated path, but let's face it, who's gonna abide by that with this magnificent view? Of course you're gonna try to take a photo with you with no one in the picture. And there are plenty of spots to do it. You can actually rent canoes here. It's a first come first served basis and there are no reservations. But be prepared to fork up that cash. It's not cheap. I tried to come back multiple times to get the right conditions, but you win some, you lose some. This one was okay. It has nice clouds with pretty good reflections, but the trees were kinda in the way. This one was all cloudy, but it had calm winds to get a nice reflection, and it didn't have any trees in the front. You can't win them all. Lake Louise isn't as picturesque as Lake Moraine, but you still can't help but stare at that pristine turquoise color. It's like you have to question whether or not is this color for real. It is here that we decided to do a hike, and the destination was at least the Lake Agnes Tea House, and maybe the Beehive. We start off at the Fairmont Hotel and head out along the shores of the beautiful lake, with plenty of spots to take a photo. Some interesting tidbits about the tea house. They helicopter in the supplies once a year, and they sometimes use horses to bring them stuff too. FYI, they do not sell bottled water, so bring your own fluids if you don't plan on spending anything there. Along the way you reach Mirror Lake. It's not much to look at, but at least you can use it as a break area. And have a glimpse of the big beehive. Oh look, horsies! The hike up to Mirror Lake isn't much to look at, but after that, you may get a glimpse of the view down below here and there. Okay, we are finally here. The tea house has an altitude of around 7,000 feet, with the elevation gain of 1,300 feet. That's a lot for me. You can get a small glimpse of the Fairmont Hotel from here, but they say you gotta go to the Beehive to get a better view. Now for lunch at the tea house. We had a light sandwich, a soup, and a hot chocolate. Now, I wouldn't call it a hot chocolate because it was kinda watered down. Kinda disappointed. Yeah. Onward to the big Beehive. At the start, we looked at what we were up against. We had to go through up all the way over there where the ice area is, and then go all the way up there, and up and more up. On second thought, let's go to the little Beehive instead. From the tea house, the big Beehive is about 1.7 kilometers, whereas the little Beehive is about 1.1, so it's a little bit easier. Or so I thought. The elevation gain from the tea house to the big Beehive is about 450 feet, whereas the little Beehive is about 250. Not much, but it's still rough for me. Along the way, we were attacked by a vicious creature of the mountain. He was relentless in coming after us. He wouldn't leave us alone.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Hey, this guy.
What do you want? What do you want? Hey, don't go after me. I don't have any food. You go after her. You go after her. Hey, don't go after me. Oh, there he goes for the next victim over there coming up.
Phew! We finally made it, and it was well worth it. The views will speak for itself. We went back to the tea house to take a picture of Lake Agnes, and something interesting happened at the lake which I will show you here. You see there? That's my wallet. It fell into the lake. Yeah, and several minutes later someone said that there was a wallet floating in the lake. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it looks like one. That looks like a wallet. And I was like, wait, that's my wallet. I was lucky to get it back. Believe it or not, the tea house actually uses this water here from the lake to make the tea at the tea house. I mean, I saw the worker just use the pot to scoop up the water. We had some time left, so we went to the Lake Louise ski resort and rode the gondola up to see the views from above. Hopefully there's a nice view or two. it was a nice view, but it was completely overcast, so we didn't stay very long. Too bad I didn't carry a long zoom lens to get that nice photo of Lake Louise with the Fairmont Hotel. I kinda wanted that one, but I didn't carry it with me. It's a nice vantage point if it wasn't so hazy. Well, that's part 2 of our Banff 2.0 trip. And of course, there's still part 3 to be done. And until then, see ya!